third condition is a tamyiz, being at the age of discernment. We call it in English a tamyiz. Ta mean ya za, tamyiz, being at the age of discernment, which is being the age of 10, or being the age of 7, and then it becomes obligatory at the age of 10. Based on the hadith of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, muru awladakum bis-salati li-sab'in wadribuhum li-ashrin wafarriqu baynahum fil madaji'. That the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, command your children to make the prayer at the age of 7, and strike them upon it by the age of 10, and separate between them in the bed. Separate between them in the bed, meaning at the age of 7. So here the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has established what is the age that children are supposed to make the salah. For the boy and the girl, they should be praying at the age of 7. And then, so therefore that means you should be teaching them by the time they turn 6 of how to make the salah. And that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered us to order them with the prayer. And if they don't listen, we don't beat them for it. If they don't pray, we don't beat them for it. But we order them. Then by the time they reach the age of 10, if they're still not praying, this is when beating becomes permissible. And that's a beating that don't leave bruises, of course. And this was the judgment of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then he ordered at the age of 7, farriqu bayn al-madaji', separate them, farriquhum, separate them in the bed. Meaning we should not allow the boys nor the girls, or girl, boy, or boy, girl, to sleep in the same bed under the same blanket. That if they have to sleep under the same bed, they have their own blanket separating them from touching one another. But the better thing is to separate them in the bed, as the Messenger of Allah has commanded, so shaitan won't play with them, because at that age they're able to distinguish the difference between, they know the difference really between the sexes and become curious. So the Messenger of Allah has commanded us to separate them at that age. Also a part of this is in regards to your daughters. And that is, it's permissible for the daughters to make salah without a khimar until they reach the age of having menses. It's permissible for them to pray without a khimar. Because the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, لا يقبل الله صلاة حائض إلا بخمار. That the Messenger of Allah said, Allah does not accept the prayer of the one who reached the age of purity of girls except with a khimar. And the wording for was ha'id, being on their menses, meaning reach the age of puberty, because reaching the age of puberty for a young girl, one of the many ways is being on their menses. So it's permissible for a girl who have not reached that age of puberty yet, where she haven't reaching the age of puberty is either becoming 15 or either have growing hair in their armpits or private part, or having a wet dream, or a girl getting her menses. So the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that a woman can pray. Allah won't accept the prayer of a woman who's in puberty except with a khimar. So if she's before that age of puberty, it's permissible for the girls to pray without a khimar. It's permissible. So we established the knowledge of the sunnah. This is the age of where the Messenger, that is a condition of the prayer, they have to at least be 7 years old. Otherwise, it's not to say that they can't go and pray because you want them to practice and learn, but this is where we order them to make the prayer at the age of 7. And this is a condition for them praying, is that they be of the age of discernment. هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.